Happy Thursday, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. So in the chats, in the comments, let us know where you're tuning in from. The word for today is real. We keeping it real today. REAL. Are you real? Now I know you real like flesh wise. I can see you, most of you. But here's the thing. I'm talking about not artificial, genuine. Are you real? Coach, first of all, I want to say thank you for the word.
It came from Dwight. Dwight sent his
Owen.
word to us.
Good. Because I'll tell you what, Dwight, I looked at it a lot last night. I actually sent Coach my notes last night, and you know, I want to start off by saying, have you had times in your life where you felt like you were venturing in other places and you felt like you were getting far away from being the real version of yourself? I tell you what, if you live long enough, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. And here's what I say. You're not always going to say or do the right things. And really, that's life. That's fine. It's going to happen. We're not perfect. We say it all the time. There's only been one perfect person walk this world. So we best not judge because we're not perfect. You're not here to be perfect. But you are here and can be real. What I mean by real, genuine, authentic, humble, just a person that keeps it real. And when I started looking at this word, I hope you self-reflect today on this word and you think about yourself. If you really want people to see the real you, right? Each one of us, there's a real version of ourselves. Coach Myra Miles, there's a real version of herself. When all the sheets have been drawn back and hey, there's a real version of her. There's a real version of me. Simple ways to be more real. That's what I want to focus on this morning. If you want to come across as real and genuine, these habits, I believe, are a great place to start. And I'm talking to myself. Number one, take time out. Reconnect and stop denying what makes you and me tick. The values we cherish. What you're fantastic at or what you could improve at. Like, you got to take time. There's times in my profession that I've had to take time away. Maybe it's a week. Maybe you've never known it's a week, right? You don't know. You just see me posting on social media, but I've drifted for a week to take time to reconnect with myself. What am I flourishing at? What am I not flourishing at? But I got to know what makes me tick. Number two, wait before you talk. You want to be more real? Perfect your active listening skills. Man, this was a big one for me because the older I get, the smarter I get. And the more I want to finish people's sentences for them. And the more I get told, I used to get I hope my dad's not watching this morning. I get so mad at my dad and I'm like, I just told him that. How many of you said that about, I love my dad. We're best friends. But how many times have I told him that? And then 10 minutes later, he says, so where are you going next week? I'm like, and then I find myself doing the same thing. I want people to listen to me, but am I listening to them? I'll be more real. I'll be a realer person if I perfect my active listening skills. Number three, mention others. There is no place for a narcissist, but boy, do I see myself being that. Coach Myra, she might call me and say, man, I cut my leg today. And before I know it, I done said, Coach, 3 weeks ago it happened to me. Let me tell you, my cut was bigger than yours. Before I know it, I'm reflecting on myself. Like, there's no place for that if you're trying to be real. What is real? Talk about others. Give others credit. Listen to others. Like, I don't have to be quick to respond. Matter of fact, it's okay to stop and listen to the whole conversation so you can make a better educated conversation back. So it's what makes real people. Number 4, embrace a little conflict. I'll tell you, I want people in my organization that's willing to fight a little bit, that's willing to have an opinion, that's willing to stand up for themselves. And I want to be that person more. Sometimes it's just easier to just kind of go through the day and agree with everybody. I 100% agree with you, Coach Myra Miles. Well, that thing you're doing, I love it. I love it, But do I really take the time? Like it's okay for me to go, you know what? I got an opinion. I kind of disagree with this. I respectfully disagree. And do you know that all the differences in opinions, that's why a few heads is better than one, right? You're a more real person if you're willing to give your opinion respectfully. And the last one is get uncomfortable. Getting to the point where our route of conformity doesn't drown out our individuality. Listen, God made each and every one of us unique. He knows the number of hair that we have on our head. Like, he knows everything about us. He made us unique. Be you. Brent Palmer, be me. Bring that individuality that makes the team better, that makes the world better. The world doesn't need just conformity, right? It needs me to be the best version of myself. And that will make me a more real person. So Dwight Owens, thank you for the word real this morning. It really helped me, and I hope it helped you. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
All right. Yeah, that was awesome, Brent. And again, thanks, Dwight. I want to say something about Dwight. He's the real deal, man. I'm just proud he's my friend, and thank you for the word. So let me just start by saying I like to kind of give y'all a question every morning. That's kind of the way I've started to do things here lately is, so how many of us have said this to someone after they've just finished telling us something about something? Are you for real? I've said that a zillion times in my life. Are you for real? And, well, when somebody tells us that and we say that, we automatically have to assume that what we were told is true and real. But, we got to be real careful about that word assume. So if you break that word up in 3 different segments, you know what that is. So be careful of that word. So let me start by saying the word real to me, it can also be genuine. It can mean genuine. So how do we recognize a real and genuine person? Well, here's just a few qualities I'm going to throw at you quickly this morning. A real person doesn't seek attention in any aspect of their life. I mean, none. They seek no attention in any aspect of their life. There's a lot of real needy people in this world. But that real and genuine person never seeks attention. They're not really concerned about being liked. I think my entire life, that's something that I have been too concerned about at times. I've learned, I know Brent said, if we live long enough, as I've gotten older in the aspect of, I truly have gotten smarter in this aspect, that you can't worry about that. So this is another one that you'll find in a real person. And also they can tell. How many of you have been around somebody, whether you're at a conference or whether you're at a party, a real person can tell when somebody's just really full of it, for lack of a better way of saying it. I mean, you can just tell they're just full of it and full of themselves. They don't need a lot of stuff. You know, a real person doesn't need a lot of stuff. They're comfortable in their own skin, and they do what they say and say what they mean. Some of my favorite people in the world that are that way. They do what they say and say what they mean. And they're not thin-skinned. I mean, y'all understand what that means? Because we're all going to get hammered. Whatever business we're in, or whatever part of our life we're in, a lot of people are going to be saying a lot of things at us. But a real person is not thin-skinned. They're not overly modest or boastful. It's also another one. I never thought about that, have you? They're consistent and they practice what they preach. So real quickly, on the flip side of the word real, and we could probably use this as another word, but I just wanted to draw it just so everybody kind of had something to compare to. The flip side of the word real, let's discuss a few signs of an inauthentic person, just to help clarify what a truly real person is. An inauthentic person is just full of themselves. I'm sorry. We all know what that means. Big blowhard, talk about everything they have. Just, you know, they want to tell you how much money they make. You know what I'm saying? That's just an inauthentic person. They're manipulative. They aren't interested in learning from mistakes. Always seeking to be the most seen and heard person in the room. So just to wrap up real quickly, a real or authentic person and authentic people are very self-aware and simply just genuine. Inauthentic people are fake in most every single way. So today, let's all be for real in what we do moving forward. So y'all have a great day. Again, Dwight, thank you for the word. Hope this resonated with everyone. Love you all. And just, gosh, be blessed today. Love you.
Coach, thank you. Thank you for that message. Guys, we love you. We're grateful for you. Happy Thursday. Let's go rock it today. We'll see you back tomorrow to close out the week.
Yep. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining this morning.
See you
Thank
next
you.